Time with me, Jamie East on Virgin Radio. Now, there's a film out today. It's all about this.
Logan, what did you do?
Charles, the world is not the same as it was. Mutants. They're gone now.
I hurt my...
It's amazing. Logan is out. It's the final... I think it's safe to say it's the final Wolverine film. If that doesn't give you a spoiler, then not a lot will. It's out today. I saw it a couple of weeks ago because obviously I'm a film critic as well, so I'm very fortunate enough to get to see loads and loads of films first. Logan is the dog's nuts. It is fantastic. It's very grown up. So don't take the kids. It's not like the X-Men of days of yore where he's wearing like a leather jumpsuit and flying around in a spaceship. It's the complete opposite. It's foul-mouthed. It's extraordinarily violent, but it's brilliant. It's the whole thing, the whole kind of message that runs through it is about how old Wolverine is, and he's not working properly anymore, and he's just a bit knackered. And I'm a bit old, and I'm not really working anymore, and I'm a bit knackered. And I'm kind of thinking, I'm 43 this month, and, you know, in the back of your mind, and almost every single man listening to me now will relate to this, I'll get that six-pack one day. Everyone says it. Every bloke. David, you still say it? Have you got a six-pack, David? No, of course not. Have you got a six-pack? Oh, hold on. Okay. Yeah, you're young, though. How old are you? About 12? 20? 22? 22, same thing. But most guys would agree with that statement. It's just like, there's still time. I'll do it one day. I'm going to sort my diet out, and I'm going to do the press-ups and blah, 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 blah. And kind of you get to kind of 42, nearly 43, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm in a bit of a rush now because it all starts to... You start going a bit Iggy Pop. I think I'm not far off Iggy Pop age where you just kind of go a bit jelly, goes a bit wobbly, doesn't it? So I've called in a good friend of mine, a guy called Rupert Hambley. How are you, Rupert?
Good,
you're going to have to get very close to that mic, me old fella.
Good, thanks, buddy.
Rupert, you are a bit more than a personal trainer, a bit more than a... What do you explain yourself?
Yeah, I kind of call myself a health and performance coach. We look at kind of every aspect of health and performance to actually help people get results. So everything from mind, body, nutrition, corrective exercise.
Sorry, keep talking.
All this kind of stuff. That's the key to it, really.
Right, so it's not just about how many press-ups you can do.
No, well, the thing is, you know, we've learned over the years, you know, me and my team, that if you just do the exercise, it's just not enough. You know, nutrition is a huge factor. It's about 70% of it.
Well, they always say that it's the abs are built in the kitchen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no point in doing, 50 push-ups and then eating 2 pizzas and 5 beers in the evening.
It feels so good though, Rupert.
It does.
But am I too old?
Absolutely not. You got to think Sylvester Stallone was about your age when he did Rocky 4.
Was he really?
Absolutely.
Oh, there's still... Drago, come on, let's have you. But it does get more difficult. And why is that?
It does. You need to be stricter. I mean, there's no way either of us can get away with the things we got away with in our 20s and still keep in shape. Yeah, it's just the natural aging process. You know, your basically your metabolism just drops down. You have to be stricter with the food. You can't drink so much. If you're eating carbs in the evening, it will get converted to fat. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So
someone like Hugh Jackman, how old is Hugh Jackman? Can we find out how old Hugh Jackman is? I think he's older than me, right? Hugh Jackman's about his mid to late 40s by now, surely.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, in Logan, and by the way, this is an advert for Logan. They're not paying for this, by the way. It was just an interesting thing that I thought of, and using that as a springboard. So don't get up in my grill about it. He's built like a brick house.
It's quite impressive, really. I mean, he's been Wolverine now for like 17 years, I think. Yeah. And, there's numerous factors to this. You've got to have the right genetics.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not for everybody then?
It's not. I mean, you can get away with a lot of stuff. You can kind of cheat genetics to a certain extent, but, he's a big guy. He puts on muscle mass, it seems like very easily. Yeah. And he can get cut quite well as well. So there's good genes there.
Does it, I mean, is it because... You look at your people like your Hugh Jackmans or your Brad Pitts or the Hollywood kind of stars, and you've trained actors and stuntmen and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Is is it a rich man's game? Is it kind of like, have you got to kind of, because it's the food and it's the 8 meals a day and it's the constant, it's the 3 hours in the gym followed by a 2-hour swim followed by an ice bath followed by that. Is that not how they do it? Is that not out of reach for everyday plonkers like me?
Well, I mean, the way you got to look at it is, I mean, like we do with all our clients, you've got to look at where they're at. Okay, that's number one. If they're in great shape, that means within about 3 months you can get them in fantastic shape to look like Wolverine. Now, of course, if they haven't trained for a year, they've been having all the pizzas and beer, that's a problem.
Don't you be looking at me when you say that.
Well, it's just going to take longer. That's it.
You've got some medieval kind of instruments in front of you. What are they for?
Yeah. Well, one of the things you should always do...
we'll put this up on... we're live on Periscope, so you can watch this if you want, periscope.tv. So that's basically, looks like a protractor.
It does, yeah. Well, it's to measure forward head posture. So if the client or the actor has bad posture, they have upper cross syndrome, which is like forward head, their chest is coming forward, they've got tight chest, back pain or whatever, you need to actually adjust that and put that into the training program to get them back into balance before you train them really, really hard.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can end up rupturing discs and cause all these other problems.
Wow. Okay. So I'll tell you what. You've brought in some equipment.
Yeah.
I've brought in my gym kit. I was going to go to the gym afterwards. I very much doubt I'm going to now. We're going to step out into the red room. And torturous equipment in the red room. I'm sure I've seen a film like that. And you're going to put me through my paces, and we're going to see.
Yep.
And can you give me your opinion on where I'm at and how long it would take me to achieve Hugh Jackman's body?
Absolutely.
Let me rephrase that. How to achieve a body like Hugh Jackman's. I don't need Hugh Jackman's body. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Perfect. Departed into the red room. I don't know if you can get onto Periscope, periscope.tv/Jamie East. You'll see that you need a bit more tape on that. I'm trying to be as much like Wolverine as possible, so I've sellotaped some plastic forks to my wrists. Rupert, is this going to help or hinder? I believe this is just getting me into. I'm a method actor.
You're just getting into character.
Getting into character. Thank you very much, Katie. So explain to me. Before me, I can see that there are what looks like 2 metal baseball bats. I can see a ball and a chain. All right, missus. What's going to happen?
Okay, so I'm going to take you through a 2-minute circuit.
Right.
And it's going to involve all the different muscle groups.
Every single muscle group?
Every single one.
Wow. Okay, so what are the different exercises?
So we've got push-ups, classic push-ups. So
okay.
You go in 3 seconds down.
3 of them, right?
Yeah. That's fine. Add a 0
How many
to that.
did you want? How many are we going for?
Anywhere between about 20 to 30.
Okay, so 20.
Okay.
Fine. Right.
Then we've got front squats with the baseball bat things.
So demonstrate that for me. So Rupert is grabbing these. Are they heavy? They're quite heavy, are they? Okay, so they're weighted. Okay, so you're holding those out at arm's length and then basically putting your bottom on the floor and then lifting it up. And how many of those? Just the 2? 20.
20.
So it sounded like you said 20. That's right. Okay. Then what?
Okay. Then you're going to use the power ball.
The power ball. That's called a power ball, is
yeah.
it? Okay. Fine. And what do I do with that then?
Do you want me to demonstrate?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please. Otherwise, I will injure myself. So Rupert is sitting on the floor, and he's going to. So it's like a rubber ball attached to a rope, right? Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's for core conditioning and power.
Okay, so you're smashing that either side of you.
So you're going to be working the obliques, inner obliques, and outer
obliques. I'm starting to regret sellotaping plastic forks to my hands now.
Yeah. Just be careful not to tear yourself to pieces.
Well, you know, I'm a part man, part machine mutant.
That's it. You'll heal pretty fast.
Okay. Right, so...
We've got mountain climbers.
What? There's more? Oh, God, I hate those. Someone tried to make me do those. I actually felt sick.
And that's going to be 30 seconds worth. As fast as you possibly can.
That's right, okay, fine. Now, you know what? I'm going to take these forks off because I'm going to hurt myself. Right, okay. David, are you in the studio? Do we have a bed? There must be some, I think it's Chariots of Fire or something there. So go on, David, you know what you're doing. Up on Zeta C, son. Right, hold on a second. So what am I starting off with?
Okay, push-ups first.
Push-ups first. Am I leaving my headphones on? Can anyone instruct me? Do I leave them on? Okay. Oh, David's going to take them off, so I'll take them off. Okay. Right, so just standard push-ups?
Standard push-ups, but I'm going to give you a 3-0-0 tempo. That means 3 seconds down and then explode back up.
I always explode back up, right? So, okay, right. Okay. Right, okay, I'm down, so down like normal. Is that the correct posture?
Yeah, that's pretty good. If you make sure you lead with the chest.
What?
Lead with the chest. So a lot of people bring their head forward too much.
Right, so
drop
down like
right
that?
Down. Perfect.
On the count of 3?
Yeah, well, now it's going to be explosion up. Okay, and then 3 seconds down.
Right,
perfect.
Let's not do the 3 seconds down, that hurts.
All right, and then explode. That's it, as fast as you can on the way back up to generate more power.
Is that 20?
That's pretty good. Get that chest as low as you can for more chest development.
Oh,
excellent.
I'm not going red. Shut your face.
Keep breathing. No one needs to pass out today, okay?
How many was that? Who's counting?
All right, so I think that's about 13.
Yeah,
keep going.
I agree.
All right, even lower. Lower, lower, lower. Keep your, keep your body as flat as possible. That's it. You're doing fantastic.
Oh,
keep going.
That's 20? Is that 20? Yeah, that's 20.
That's good enough. That's fantastic. Okay, now you're into...
Okay, now what?
Right, front squats.
Right, so I hold these baseball bat things.
Yeah, just going to hold them out in front like that. Okay. Keep them away from your face. They're dangerous.
Oh, my life.
Okay, now.
They look heavier than they...
They are, because they're all very top heavy. Okay.
Me and them both.
So you're going to try and squat down as low as you possibly can, keeping them directly in line with the chest.
Oh.
Fantastic. All right, that's 1. So you're going to go for 20. It's 2. Good stuff.
Oh,
3.
My God.
4. 5. Keep squeezing those glutes.
It's my bum, Rupert.
Exactly. Keep squeezing the glutes in the bottom position.
Me of prison.
That's it. The glutes are the prime movers in this, so they're going to be the ones that drive you up the most. Excellent. Keep them in line. All right. About 10. Okay, keep going. That's 12. Keep going.
I don't know how Davina does it.
That's it. 14. Keep them in line with the shoulders.
Right, that's
okay.
20.
Perfect. Now you've got the power ball. Another name for that is the tornado ball.
I can think of another name for you, mate.
Okay, so just do... Basically, it's 20 seconds.
Right.
As fast as you possibly can to really bounce it off the floor.
Okay.
Now, of course, be careful of your head.
I'll be very careful of my head.
Okay.
Ready?
Lean back, that's it. And then go as fast as you can now, tensing the abs.
Okay,
go.
tense my abs, yeah.
Yep. Fantastic. Keep it going. You've got another 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. That was really good. Excellent. All right. 30 seconds of mountain climbers as fast as you can. Okay. Got to keep the heart rate up. You're doing great. Good. Good stuff. Keep the chest in line with the hands.
What?
I'll move you in position. Keep going, keep going. That's it. Keep the chest up here. That's it.
Get your filthy hands off me.
Good.
Oh.
Keep the chest up.
Get off!
Chest in line. Go, go, go. You've got another 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 6 seconds to go.
David, play a record.
Go,
David,
go, 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 go.
I'm going to hit him. David, just play a record.
3, 2, 1.
Push the button, David.
That's it.
I feel physically ill. Obviously, I did that 3 other times whilst the Rag and Bowman was playing. I feel ripped to the core. Rupert, how did I do?
Absolutely fantastic.
You're just saying that. You guys. So how many, realistically, if I was to choose those 4 exercises, how many times a week? 3 times a week?
You could do that 3 times a week and
4 times. So 4 of those circuits, 3 times a week, and that would go some way to helping, would it?
It would, yeah. You'd notice a difference in about 4 weeks.
I'm noticing the difference now. I feel like I'm on top of a mountain. There's someone sucking the oxygen out of this studio. Rupert Hambley, thank you so much. How can people find out more about what you do? Yeah, you can go and visit us on ruperthambleyhealthandperformance.com, and we're on all the social media channels. Amazing. Do go and check Rupert out. Top guy, top company. And they do train all the actors and stuntmen and whatnot. They will stop you, basically ending up like me. You know, this was the before. Maybe we'll come back in 3 months, because I'm going to do this 3 times a week, obviously. Right, let's go and grab some ads and be back with Travis. Thanks, Rupert.